Hi photo enthusiasts, my name is Cassie McCreary. I have been scrapbooking and preserving memories for 12 years. I sold scrapbooking supplies and taught classes on scrapbooking techniques for 11 years. Today I'm going to show you 4 simple steps to completing an album project. These steps are organizing, photo layout, embellishing, and journaling. Once you have this system down, you can complete any album project, traditional or digital, quickly and easily. The first step of any project is organizing. With photos, this is always the most daunting task and the place where many people quit before they've even begun. My suggestion for traditional printed photos would be to get a photo-safe box. I like a black polypropylene box because it keeps the sunlight off your photos and chemically it is safer for your photos. However, it is still not meant for long-term storage, so your goal should be to get them into albums. Your organizational system is completely up to you. Myself, I organize chronologically and by child, since I do albums for each of the kids and not only family albums. I know some people who organize by trips, sports, or even seasons. If you have album ideas, sort to meet your album goals. The second step of our project is photo layout. For this step, I would take 12 by 12 pieces of polypropylene because of its photo safety. However, if that is not available, 12 by 12 pieces of lightweight cardboard or cardstock would work. Lay out 20 pages, which is the typical album project, so you can see how all the pages will look together. As you look at the pictures you want to put in the album, you can then lay out the ones that look best as a 2-page spread. Determine whether any need to be cropped or trimmed into different shapes. Don't get too crazy on the shapes though. Squares and rectangles are the most pleasing to the eye. Circles, ovals, and other shapes just add to the mix. Depending on the size of your pictures, 4 to 6 per page is a good number. You want to save room on your page for the next 2 steps. For most people, the third step is the fun step, embellishments. This is where you pick the paper, stickers, and any other doodads you want to put on your pages. Look at your 2-page spread and just put those items on each of the pages. You don't need to worry about setting them up to look perfect yet, since we are simply using layout sheets. In my opinion, less is more. The photos and the stories behind them are the most important part of the pictures. Everyone has their own scrapbooking style, and if you like naked pages, that is just as acceptable as the person that likes a lot of stickers and extras on their page. My only word of caution on embellishments. Please be aware that some embellishments that are offered are not safe for your photos. Metals like grommets should not be used in places where they will touch your photos unless the longevity of your photos is not your main concern. The last step, and the step that many people want to skip over, is journaling. Many people say that's because they don't know what to write. Start with the basics: who, what, where, when, why, and how. Just because you know the story behind the pictures today doesn't mean you will remember the story in 5 years, or that your grandchildren will remember the story in 20 years. We write for preservation. Just like the Egyptians did hieroglyphics, just like the Indians passed their stories down, this has been happening forever. But you don't like your handwriting? Have you ever gotten mail and known exactly who it was from just by looking at the envelope? Some of my favorite things are handwritten pieces of paper from my grandparents. Someday, someone may say that about you. If you truly do not want your handwriting in your album though, don't pass up on the chance to tell the story. Type it up on your computer. You can use any font you want and add it to your album. Now that you have all that done, it's time to assemble your album. Personally, I prefer a strap hinge binding when I'm doing a traditional album, but everyone has their own preferences, so choose what works best for you. Most important though, make sure to use page protectors to keep those sticky fingers from ruining your hard work. All the steps that you have been taught today can easily be adjusted for a digital album or different size album pages. The best part is that once you complete an album, the motivation to preserve the rest of your photos is much greater. I hope you have enjoyed this class. You can check out my YouTube page or Facebook page for more instructional videos like this in the future.